Welcome back, everybody. It looks like we finally got a little color in central Ohio. Not as bold and vivid as it normally is, but you know, I'll take it. Just got the Spyder washed, got the oil change done on it yesterday. Last week, maybe even 2 weeks ago, I went for a ride, and with the trees falling and it was wet, it just turns to this pasty, nasty grime from all the leaves getting run over. So the Spyder was just absolutely destroyed. There's no other way to put it. So yesterday I knew I had to do the oil change because I took it a little further than I wanted, but I was right at BRP's recommendation. So we got the oil changed today. I got it washed just super quick, not a great job, but I had to get the grime off of it. We've had showers all night and it's supposed to rain today, so I know the Spyder's just going to get filthy again. So they're not saying I shouldn't have done a great job, but that's why the rush. I want to get out and go for a ride, and it's going to get filthy, so quick wash, and now we're out riding. So when I was washing it today, I noticed that the bolts that hold these caps on were extremely loose. So I tightened them up super quick. The windscreen's been off, and today we're just going for a nice little ride. Things didn't come quite together how I wanted them to walking out the door. So it took me a little bit longer, but I'm out and I'm riding, and I feel tons better already. So we're heading out Horns Mill Road. It's a nice little road. It's not that long. It's just a few miles, to be honest with you. Meanders up through, they call it Hideaway Hills. I mean, it's just hills. It's nothing huge. And I'm going to follow it to 664, and I'm going to head north, and I'm going to pick up 312, and I'm going to take 312 out to 93, and then I'll figure out where I'm going after that. Today is the first day of daylight savings time, to where we had to roll the clocks back last night, so this is going to be the first day of it getting dark super early, and I'm definitely not looking forward to that. You know, that means summer is gone and winter is upon us. Full tank of gas, and it's November 3rd, 4th, 5th, and it's 70 degrees out. Which is definitely unheard of right now. You know, and that's how Ohio is. You know, last week it was below average. I mean, it was freaking cold. You know, we're talking 43 degrees for a high, in the 30s at night. You know, when it should be 55 for a high. And then just a few days later, you know, we're talking 70 degrees. So you need to take advantage of those while you have them, because they're not going to last. Last year was extremely mild. And I'm afraid this year is not going to be so nice to us. I do want to put the Spyder in the shop. I don't know if it's made any videos, but the throttle is sticking. So hopefully it won't be in the shop much more than 2 weeks. And I'm gonna try the local shop here in town again, just because it's 5 miles from the house and I don't feel like riding 125 miles. So on days like today where it's going to rain, I can still get in a decent, man, this curve always sneaks up on me. But not today. So with it, you know, so close to great roads like this, even on bad days, I can get out and enjoy a nice ride. You know, the only thing that scares me is little four-legged friends called deer. Cruising through these back roads, I see them all the time. And then the volume at work with deer hits has picked up significantly. But this is Hideaway Hills, and you know, there's some nice houses back here. It's just dirt roads, and it's a little gated community. They have a little lake, and you know, some of the houses are extremely nice and some are just shacks, and there are a lot of people that live up in there, and you know, I get why. It's absolutely gorgeous. Like I said, our falls are usually a lot better than this, but you know, this year was kind of a dud. See if they're working today. I don't know if they work Sundays or not. They're putting in a pipeline, and this is one section. And some places it seems like they do work on Sundays, but I don't think they're here today. And it amazes me, each site they have tons of these old tires. So I think that's the tires they find as they're digging up for the pipeline, which is sad. And that's it. Hornsmall Road is done. So we will do 664. And we are really on some of this just down in the valley. And I love it because it's so green because of the little creek that runs down through here. And anytime you have hills or mountains or cliffs on one side into a little valley that you ride in, and then a stream or a river, I absolutely love that. That's some of my favorite riding. Coming down from the Smoky Mountains. Watch out, little ground squirrel. It's that way. In some of Pennsylvania I found a road. See, more tires. So I think I'm going to take these winter months and start planning what I want to do next year. You know, I'm already looking forward to next spring and the trips I can take, and all the new places I can see. By spring I will have the new 2-up shock on this thing. Gonna pick up a gel pad for the wife so she is a little bit more comfortable on this back seat. And then maybe she'll come along a little bit more, but you know, if not, it was difficult for me, you know, because we got the Spyder together and we rode together a lot at first, and then the more I get into it, the less she gets into it, and I don't blame her. You know, if you're not comfortable or you just don't want it to go, you know, it is what it is. So, you know, I put up a fight. I'm like, nah, you gotta come. I don't want you to stay home. You know, it's something we can do together. And as I grew to take rides by myself, to where the majority of the time, you know, it's just me and the Spyder and I'm going places. And then when she wants to come, it's like, do you really? Are you sure? Don't you just want to stay home? But anytime she says she wants to go for a Spyder ride, she's more than welcome to come. And the last time we took her out, and I mean, she's put some miles on this thing with me. The last time we went out, we didn't have the backrest on it, and she was holding on for dear life. You know, she hasn't ridden that much with me this year, and without the backrest, you know, it was that fear she had when she first climbed on one of these things, that, you know, I was going to take off and she was going to fall off the back of them. So we'll see if we can't make her a little bit more comfortable. And I have a backup now. My 12-year-old daughter loves going on the Spyder. So we're going to plan a trip next year into West Virginia. We're going to hit a couple waterfalls. And if the wife doesn't want to come, then I will substitute the wife for the daughter, who told us today that she needs to get out of Ohio. She has it in her blood. You know, she doesn't like sitting around. She likes to see new things, do new things. She has to stay busy. Yeah, one thing I've noticed, those buggies don't have mirrors. And I know when I get surprised by someone coming up behind me, because, you know, you can't see out the side of your helmet. I can only imagine if you're in one of those buggies and someone comes blasting by you kind of close. So I think I'm going to be done today. I'm just going to enjoy the ride, turn the camera off, listen to some music, unwind. I want to thank everybody for watching and subscribing. I want everybody to stay safe out there, and I'll come at you in a couple more days.